to this Microsoft Word hands-on application where I'm going to show you some of the professional tips and tricks that will really help you distinguish your work from the regular Word user. I would encourage you to go to my website, www.sandymcveigh.com, and download the handout from my Word class, What MS Word, What Professionals Need to Know. I'm going to now insert a break. I'm going to put in a section break. So if I go to page layout and breaks, you'll see there are a number of different kinds of breaks. The most important ones for you to know about are page, column, and section. Reason being, a page break will just move your content after that point onto the next page. Your headers and footers will have to stay the same whenever a page break is involved. As far as the orientation of the numbers and things like that. All right. A column break will break up text on a page into as many columns as you want. So it's not a table, but it will actually roll the information in a column format, and it can be very helpful in the right application. The section break for next page, it allows you to change the formatting in the headers and footers from section to section. So the perfect example is the sample that you have downloaded. You'll see on the table of contents page that it begins with a Roman numeral, and then normal numbering begins, and then at the appendix where we copied and pasted our information, A and B. So the numbering can only restart or change when there is a section break. If you are doing a larger document, you can drive yourself crazy if you don't understand the difference between a page break and a section break. I'm going to select all of the text except for my title in my sample document. I'm going to go to page layout, page setup, and the columns command to choose a 3-column layout. This puts all of our text in a 3-column spread. It doesn't look great right now, but it will get better. You'll notice that a section break continuous was placed automatically in our document. If you don't see that in your sample document, remember to go to the Home ribbon and turn on Show Hide in the paragraph group. So now I'll go back to page layout, and I want to change the orientation for this information to landscape, something that you might see for a brochure. That because we have a section break, I can have some pages landscape and some pages portrait within my document. So now that section break automatically turned into a next page break instead of continuous. Let's say we want to change the layout of these columns, so we'll go to the columns drop down and go to more columns. By default, all 3 columns are the same equal size, so I'm going to uncheck that, and now you'll see that we could change the width of individual columns. So I'll make the first column 3.5 inches, and then you'll see that the equal distribution would be 2.25 inches for the other 2 columns. So if I make the second column 2.5, see that would leave 2 inches for the third column. If I want my spacing to be reduced from 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch, you'll see that Word will automatically update the size of the columns based on the gutter width. So this is the format that I prefer for this demonstration: 1/4 inch in between, 3 inches, 2.5, and 2.5 inches. I'll click OK, and now you see that layout changes. So we have a nice break here where theme starts at the next column, but let's say I would like images to start at the 3rd column. So I will go to the breaks and choose column break, and then you'll see a column break is put in here so that even if I add more information under themes, it doesn't affect the top of the 3rd column where images is. At sandymcveigh.com, SANDYMCVEY. Thanks, have a great day.